Hi everyone, welcome to Cavalcade of Food. It's Kevin.
Hi Kevin, he likes to cook and I like to eat. I'm Ralph behind the camera once again.
And here we are at the cottage, beautiful Sunday afternoon, and we're gonna kind of get things ready for dinner. We are making today a bacon and corn casserole.
Fresh corn, off the cob.
Yeah, Michigan corn's not ready yet, but the farmer's market yesterday had some beautiful corn. I think it was from Florida or Georgia or somewhere down south. It looked really nice.
We had some last week from the Amish market that was so sweet.
Yeah.
It didn't need any butter, salt, or anything.
No, although I put butter on it.
Yeah, of course.
Still good.
Butter delivery system. Exactly.
But we are making, so we've got this wonderful sweet corn, and what goes good with sweet but something salty. So we're gonna use bacon. I've got a half a pound of bacon here. What I did is I had a 1 pound package. And see, I just cut it in half. And I do not fry bacon in a pan on the stove because it makes a real mess.
You pretend they're cookies.
Exactly. Oh, bacon cookies. You know what? You're onto something.
So this is Kevin's own personal recipe and his own personal way of doing bacon.
Yeah, although other people do bacon this way. I think I've seen people do it. Some people actually put like a rack on top of the pan.
Right, so the grease falls through?
Yeah, so the grease falls through. I don't do that because I like the bacon to kind of cook in the grease. But what I'm going to do is I've preheated the oven to 425 degrees, so it's a fairly hot oven.
Beautiful oven.
And we are just going to lay these strips of bacon out here on our cookie sheet, on our baking sheet.
Little footnote, Kevin likes his bacon very much on the crunchy side.
Yes, I like it rendered or crisp. And we're going to make this relatively, not super crisp, probably not as crisp as I would make it if I were going to have this
for breakfast.
With eggs, but
is that because it's going to cook in the casserole?
Yeah, and I want to leave a little of the fat on the bacon because that is going to flavor the casserole, see? So, but we are going to cook it ahead of time. So we've got our half pound of bacon here. In the oven it goes, 425 degrees. We'll take keep an eye on it. Usually takes about around 20 minutes, give or take.
Well, we're gonna go listen to some Wayne Newton while you guys join us back here in just a minute.
Yeah.
All right.
There's our bacon chopped up, nicely cooked. There's the pan over there. I'm just letting it cool.
That's how I like my bacon, more a little not chewy, but not so crunchy that it just breaks apart either. So this is Kevin's little trick that he has shown before, and I thought it was worth showing again. Takes a bundt cake, turns it upside down, and puts the corn right in the center. It holds it perfectly. And then he just kind of turns the corn around and
it
uses
just catches the corn.
Sharp knife to get all those curls.
It also catches the corn milk, which is really yummy and has a lot of, well, it has starch, but it also has a lot of that wonderful kind of
corn flavor.
Okay, there we go. So we used 5 ears of fresh corn. Now you could use, a bag of frozen corn if you didn't have fresh, but that's what we used. So that's ready.
There was a farmer that told us once that for every silk of corn, there's a corresponding kernel on each.
That is correct. And I did actually taste a couple of those kernels, and they're very sweet.
Are they good?
Yeah. Come on over here, Ralph. What I'm doing here is I've melted 3 tablespoons of butter, okay? And to that I'm going to add 3 tablespoons of flour. So you know what we're doing, right?
Making a roux?
A roux, absolutely, because we're going to make a basic white sauce. So we're going to kind of just blend that. This is the basis of the casserole here. It's kind of the sauce that's going to hold it all together.
Is that going to be enough?
Oh yeah. So that is, this is the
beginning
stuff that's going to make everything kind of thicken up. So we're not going to cook this very long, just like that. Now, I've got 1.5 cups of milk.
Oh, that'll stretch it out.
We're using whole milk. And we're going to put that in there. Whoops. Okay. This is why we sometimes don't wear an apron, but should.
You should be, yeah.
Yes, I know. So, all right, I'm going to bring this up to heat. and it will thicken. Now, let's come on back over here. Once it heats up and thickens, we're going to add we're going to start adding the rest of our ingredients. Which is our seasoning. I've got salt, pepper, dry mustard, crushed red pepper for a little heat. That's optional. You could also use, if you had some green chilies or jalapeno, you could put that in there.
Green peppers even. Mm-hmm. But you have something even crunchier.
Yes, we've got a small diced onion here, and maybe about almost a cup, 3/4 of a cup of finely diced celery.
The unsung vegetable that we love.
And our favorite. We love celery and always figuring out ways to put it in. Our bacon, of course, and then this is for the top of the casserole. I've got about a half a cup of shredded cheese here. This is a Monterey Jack. And then I made some fresh breadcrumbs out of that wonderful onion bread that we got a few days ago. Yes.
So you toasted the bread in that?
No, I didn't toast the bread. This is just a fresh breadcrumb. Oh. Okay.
How do you crumble it? I mean, just crumble?
I did it in the food processor.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you know what? I'm going to get a couple things cleaned up. When our sauce is thickened, our white sauce, I'll come back and we'll start putting all the things together.
Now, looks like that saucepan got a little bigger.
It did, because I realized that when I looked at everything we have to put in here, I said, you know what?
It's not going to fit.
Well, it might all fit, but I'm sure not going to be able to stir it around. So you know what? This is real cooking, folks, so it's okay. We just went to a larger pot.
We learned from Julia Child, you don't stop the show to...
That's right, just because...
It's live and it's fun and we're making
we just
fun
do
food.
Now look how thick that is, Ralph, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's our white sauce. So we're going to next add our seasonings, okay? So that was our salt, pepper, dry mustard, and red pepper flakes. Let's get that mixed in here. Okay.
Now we have some fresh herbs that we just started our herb garden. Are we going to use any of those?
You know what? In the casserole itself, no, but as a garnish, I think it'd be nice to have some of those nice fresh chives on top.
Yeah, sounds great.
Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. Let's add our celery and onion. In they go. And I'm going to let this kind of give this a few seconds just to get the onions sort of soft. Look at that. God, I could just eat that right there. It's like this wonderful,
like
creamy soup. Remember, the sauce is the binder.
Okay.
It's our glue that's going to hold everything together. So now our two stars of the show. One is this wonderful corn. We're going to put that in there. In it goes.
That corn milk.
Yep, with the corn milk. So it's going to really ramp up the corn flavor. Let's get that in here. Okay. You with me so far?
Yeah, you have this on a low or medium heat?
It's on low.
Low, okay.
Yeah, because this, once the sauce comes together, you don't want to overcook the white sauce. Okay. Now, bacon. And yeah, there's a little grease, and guess what?
That's flavor, baby.
In it goes.
More bacon, more better.
Yeah, more bacon, more better. If you want to drain your bacon a little more thoroughly, you can.
What's next?
And I'm going to put in just a half a teaspoon of...
What's this here sauce?
What's this here sauce? Worcestershire share. So
half a teaspoon?
Half a teaspoon.
That's always good flavoring.
You know what?
For Bloody Marys and casseroles.
This really makes it savory. Gives it a savory Worcestershire sauce.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm going to turn the heat off, okay? We are all combined. We're all one big happy family. You with me?
I'm with you. It's smelling really delicious.
And you could, if you wanted to make this almost a main dish kind of a thing, you could do that.
With what, chunks of ham or something?
Yeah, you could put ham in there or some other meat. I think ham would go wonderful. But, all right, this is a 2-quart casserole, which I have sprayed with nonstick spray. And so what I'm going to do is we're just going to...
Oh, just put that concoction right in there?
the oven is at 375 degrees, by the way.
So you don't layer it, you just put it all in there?
Put it all in here.
And the only thing you haven't put in yet is
our topping.
The cheese and the
breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs, okay.
So that's going to make a nice...
That's just a topping then.
Right.
Okay.
The cheese will kind of melt in. All right. Look at that.
Good to the last roux. Yeah, that does look good just by itself, almost like a risotto or something.
Now let's take our cheese and put that across the top here. You could use any kind of cheese. Again, if you wanted to heat this up a little bit, because everybody's into hot stuff these days, you could use like a pepper jack or whatever.
Or like we said, jalapenos would go good in there, or even, well, you did put a little bit of red pepper flakes,
Pepper flakes, I did.
Oh, I see that. Why you didn't toast the bread first, because it's going to toast.
It's going to toast in the,
the cooking process.
So this is going to be...
Yeah, nothing like a baked casserole on a Sunday afternoon at the cottage.
Kind of over the cheese here. So this will give us our
layers.
Crust. We'll put it all in. What the heck? Okay. Again, 375. We're going to go about 25 minutes. In she goes. Okay?
That's not long at all.
Nope. And then it's going to be eating time for our bacon and corn, or corn and bacon. So it's been 25 minutes. Our little timer went off here. Turn our oven off. And let's see. Oh yeah. It's bubbly goodness.
Ooh, yeah.
See that? Set it right there. And our breadcrumbs have browned up beautifully.
That is one corny casserole.
Isn't it? So what we're going to do is we're going to let this just hang out for about 10 minutes. It's really too hot to bring out. And it will tighten up as it cools.
Not too hot to bring out, too hot to eat.
Exactly. Too hot to eat, thank you.
Too hot to handle.
Yeah, too hot to handle is right. But anyways, it looks yummy.
It sure does.
It smells great.
Oh, ready for the tasting?
Yeah, we've let it cool about 10 minutes. I mean, it's still warm. But there it is. Isn't that yummy? Isn't that beautiful?
It looks nice, yeah. Boy, look at that. The bacon.
Bacon, the corn, the celery.
Nice. Not too hot?
Oh, it's hot. Probably could let it even cool off another 10 minutes. But oh my God, is it good. Because you get the...
Making you want to dance?
Smoky crunch of the bacon. A real good corn flavor. The onions, the celery, the cheese.
Oh yeah, look at that cheese just dripping down, melting.
And then you have the crunchy top.
Is it crunchy enough? I think I might like it a little more toasted. But I'll trust you on that.
So, oh, it's good. So
this is
great little side dish.
Kevin's own recipe, which I'm very proud that he created. It's called bacon and corn casserole a la Kevin, I say.
You can see all my little scratches where I keep changing the recipe.
And we listen to music from our buddy Wayne Newton.
Oh my God, look how young he is.
Been on a Wayne Newton kick lately and picked these up for a quarter last weekend. And wanted to say that ever since we love Brenda Lee, we started realizing how much she's influenced him. And he almost sounds like a male version of Brenda Lee.
Yes.
And so yeah, we love the music that helps us get through our cooking, and the food that makes Kevin do his little dance and shake it, and that's what makes a good cottage casserole.
That's right.
Music and delicious food.
And we're going to eat this up. Thank you so much for being a part of this one. We had a great time. Hope you did too. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching.